So I got the E30 pulled into the garage, aired up, got it in here. I'm gonna jack it up, try to find what's up, what's going on with this engine. I did leave it right there for a day, and it did leak a solid amount of oil. So he wasn't lying, it does leak just sitting. When something leaks just sitting, that is usually pan related. Anything else in the engine wouldn't really leak unless running, like a hole in the block or whatever. So my guess is it's pan related. We'll see. Hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully it's fixable. Hopefully it doesn't involve a new motor. Wow, all right, so that was easy. So look there, you see the drain plug, awfully oily. And you can maybe see it right about there. That is all cracked up. It's indented. Basically around the entire drain plug is cracked. So it looks like this guy smacked his pan, maybe aired out on something. Who knows what exactly, but that is a cracked pan. So that is definitely why it's leaking. I don't know, I mean, he said, you know, it leaks, needs a motor. I don't think it needs a motor unless he drove it with no oil and blew it up. These are very durable motors though. I mean, if he knew the problem, I can't imagine that he did that. Let's hope he's not an idiot. So basically, plan of attack, I am going to, I don't have any pans on hand, nor do I want to do an oil pan right now. But what I do want to do is make sure that the motor is healthy so I can make plans. So what I want to do is probably drain whatever oil is left, clean that up really good, make sure it's dry, and I'm gonna get some really strong JB Weld, whatever the 24-hour set stuff is, and I'm gonna JB Weld all around that so it will hold oil, and then fill it up with oil and start it and see if it knocks or not. That way I'll be able to know if the motor's good, so I can plan on just doing a pan, or if I have to plan on doing a whole motor. Either way, to do a pan, it's probably easier to pull the motor, but we'll plan from there. I took the drain plug out and it did not come out easily, so that wasn't a great idea. You can see the cracks kind of go all the way to the threads. Honestly, I think someone just over torqued the drain plug. That's kind of what it looks like here. It looks like they just cranked it down and just kind of cracked. This is probably a weldable situation here. That's easy, but the only problem is the cracks go then into the flat space for the bolt. So, you know, I don't know if those could be really welded up good or if it would have to be grinded or whatever. You could see it goes around to there. Anyway, right now, I got the car higher up on one side because there's still a lot of like residual oil in there. So I'm letting it leak off because JB Weld's not gonna it's not gonna seat if it's oily. So I guess I kind of just have to leave this for now and let it sit. So that's probably what I'll do for most of the day, and then go get the JB Weld later. And if it's dry later, JB Weld it, and then wait all day tomorrow for it. I wanted JB Weld at the start of the day, so I didn't have to wait so long. But I'd rather have a clean surface so it actually has a chance of working. Alright, so we're back a day later. So what I did was jacked up the E30 higher on the driver's side than the passenger side, and I let all the residual oil leak out. There's still a lot of like coating, and it took a whole day to drip. So I let that leak out, and I would brake clean it periodically to like get more liquid in there to push out the oil. I did that, and then I switched it and I jacked up the passenger side more than the driver's side, so that now whatever might be left is that way. And then I brake cleaned it a lot. I wire brushed it really quick to ensure it, and then I alcohol wiped it to really make sure there's no oil or anything. I got the drain plug back in. I got scared. I almost couldn't get it back in since the pan's like dented right there. It didn't really want to thread in, so I had to jam it in there. Luckily I was able to get it. So now I got the JB Weld here. I'm going to mix it up and glob it in there. Hopefully I can get it around everything that needs to be around. I'm basically just going to do around the entire drain plug. That's the game plan here. So we'll see how that works. I'm just going to glob it in and then gotta wait 24 hours for it to cure. So I will be leaving for Shawano for D-Day, drifting with the boys tomorrow afternoon. So I'll probably leave it till Sunday, which is good, really let it cure. And then I'll see you guys Sunday, and I'll fill it up with oil and see if it held. Fingers crossed it holds, and I can start this motor and make sure it's not knocking. So that worked out pretty well. I got it all laid out. Basically made it so this car has a non-removable drain plug, which is decent. I believe I applied it thoroughly over all the areas. I filled in all the gap around the drain plug and then went over because there were some cracks that spread. Hopefully that's everything. I don't know if I want to do more and like just create a larger area, but from what I can see, it looks pretty good. So I think we shouldn't have any problems here. Yeah, so now we just wait. So it's had about 2 days to cure, which is plus. So now I'm gonna go get myself some oil and fill it up, and moment of truth, see if it leaks, and if it doesn't leak, start it up and see if it knocks, or see if the motor is all good. Fingers crossed. I really hope that I don't have to do a motor on this thing. The JB Weld, you know, if it holds, it holds, and I mean, it'll probably hold for a while. I've heard really good things about it holding like cracked pans, so I could run that at least until my next oil change, you know, about a year, and then make arrangements for a pan or whatever. But I'm just right now, I'm hoping the motor's not blowing up. I'm hoping it's not knocking. I know M20s are tanks, so I would imagine that it'll probably still be fine, even if it ran low on oil, as long as you didn't run it dry and like purposely try to blow it. So it might not even start. Oh, the battery's too dead. Oh, nope. Oh, it is blown up. It went away.
Give us some gas.
Oh, it's not blown up.
Probably needed to circulate.
We all heard that, right?
Yeah.
That did not sound good.
Start it again.
Wow. Dude, that sounded like straight up rod knock.
Do it again. Yeah.
Alright.
That was fine. She's good.
She's good. M20s fix themselves, dude. I swear to God.
Little JB Weld on the oil thing.
No way. Oh, I got really scared for a second. Sounds healthy to me.
I can't tell if some of it's top end noise.
Yeah, these cars make a lot of noise. Well, let's see if the oil.
My valves and it got
I forgot I aired it out, so I can't see that. Well, there's still oil in it. Well, a little rod knock never stopped me, so we're gonna take this thing for a ride and see how it does. See how she drives. See if we can blow a piston through it. Exhaust leak's pretty bad. Smokes a little bit.
What the?
Oh, you know, that might have been the jump box.
Oh yeah, it was.
It did.
She might catch fire.
Ooh. It's weird, you hear that random times. Yeah, film it. We're going on our first test drive here to see how the knock is. It doesn't knock until about 3,500, but it's inconsistent. Sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't. Otherwise, car drive's really nice. It's a solid car. It's really slow, so it looks like I do need a motor. It's not really that exciting.
It sounds like it is, yeah.
Might just made it worse.
Most likely.
Well, that's what's gonna happen. I mean, it's not like it's gonna get better.
I say just redline it in your driveway under
I do.
Yeah, she there.
So yeah, we just got back from the first drive. It definitely knocks, but
It don't knock, it's good.
it's good. Yeah, mechanic said it's good, so it's good. So there you have it. Turns out the E30 does in fact need a motor. Bummer, but I went in expecting it, so whatever. I'm gonna try to find an M20. I mean, it knocks, but it only knocks above 3,500 RPMs, which is weird. I mean, it doesn't knock at idle. I drove it a few times yesterday. Like, I've just kind of been driving it around. I'm not gonna rebuild that M20. There's no way. I'd always replace an M20 or an M50 before I rebuild one, just because it's a lot more work to rebuild, and they're cheap enough as is. So I'm gonna look for an M20, and in the meanwhile, I'll drive it. I don't really care if I blow it even worse, but maybe I'll do something fun with that motor before I pull it out. But I gotta find one, and then literally just today, the airlift started giving me problems. It's got a pressure sensor fault, so I feel like I'm gonna need to get a new air manifold, which is like 700 bucks. I don't know, I'm gonna see what I can do there. And then the tank wasn't filling. I don't know if that's because of the pressure fault or not. I don't know anything about airlift, so I'm literally gonna learn my way through, and maybe I'll make a video about me troubleshooting it and fixing it. I hate air. Like, it's cool to have, but I mean, geez, it's like 100 things can go wrong. You literally just look at the trunk setup and it's a freaking disaster. So I'm used to coils. Coils aren't gonna throw a code. Coils aren't gonna screw you over. So whatever. I gotta fix that. Gotta look for an M20, and then we'll go from there. So bummer, but oh well. Thank you guys for watching. I will keep you guys updated on the E30 build as I progress with it. In the meanwhile, literally right after I finish this video, I'm about to do a cooling system on this car. So back-to-back work for me, but I'm gonna keep the videos coming. Thank you guys for watching. See ya.